Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning, and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna, and all week we've been visiting with Brandon Bell. He's a Metcalfe County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources, and we've been talking about farm safety, and that's something that's hit very close to home for Brandon and I both lately. And today we're going to talk a little bit about ATV, UTV safety, because a lot of farms have those.
Right. It's getting more common. I would say now more farms than not have some sort of ATV, UTV, side-by-side, even a golf cart, just, you know. A couple of weeks ago, my daughters had a really close call on a side-by-side. It was a side-by-side that I had just owned for about 3 weeks. I bought it new. The new hadn't worn off of it yet. And they were still eager to come in from school and ride it a little bit every day. And on the particular day of the incident, they had been riding around on the farm, and then they decided to go up to the neighbors, and the neighbors have a really long blacktop driveway. And we've always heard and we read, not for highway use. And a lot of times we assume that it's because somebody might run over us, we might run into another car, we might slow up traffic by not being able to go fast enough. But there are other reasons that you're not supposed to use these on a highway. They were not on a highway, they were on a driveway, so I'm not saying that they were at any fault, but they do not handle like an ordinary passenger car, a truck, even a motorcycle. They are geared more for off-road use. So what happened with them is they were going up a driveway that had a steep drop-off on each side, and it was very narrow. And my daughter that was driving got one wheel off of the blacktop on the right. Well, when she pulled that back on, she overcorrected. Well, if you've ridden a side-by-side before, you know that they are much less stable than a car. So naturally, when you jerk that back on the road, it's going to want to go into a swaying motion. And what happened is she swayed enough that she went over to the left-hand side, went down a bluff, flipped multiple times over a 6-strand barbed wire fence. Now, she was not doing anything wrong. She was not going too fast. She was going roughly 15 miles an hour, and her sister, who is the first person in the world that will usually rat her out, did not. She said she wasn't going too fast, Dad. It was just something that happened. My daughters are very, very lucky to be alive. They're alive, I say, because of the grace of God, their seatbelt, and a roll cage. And
those are such important features.
Right. The seat belt, you know, I don't know how many times I've jumped in and not put my seat belt on because it was an aggravation. Now, when I jump in, I put my seat belt on. I don't care if I'm just going a few feet, because they weren't going that far. They were right close to the house. They were going at a proper speed, and it could have taken their life.
Yeah.
The seat belt saved them. The seat belt held them in that ROPS structure. With them flipping multiple times, if they had not had that seatbelt on, I think it would have, I know it would have ended much worse.
Yeah, because it would have thrown them out, and that vehicle, you know, it could have landed on them. There's all kinds of things, but thank goodness. So when kids, or any of our children, even ourselves, when we ride in one of those vehicles, wear your seatbelt.
Wear your seatbelt and utilize safety features such as door nets. This vehicle had door nets on. I took them off when I bought it. I thought they were a nuisance. I replaced the machine after this accident, and guess what's still on there?
Yes.
The door nets. So safety features, I guarantee you that manufacturers do not put them there so they will annoy you. They put them there so they will save your life.
Absolutely, and so seat belts are so important, those rollover protection that, you know, I think that's an added benefit of a lot of the utility vehicles that are out right now. But even out in a field, we have such karst topography, sinkholes, things like that.
Sure.
If a wheel were to drop off in a hole, and sinkholes seem to pop up.
That's right. And, you know, things can happen so quickly. My daughter talked to a group the other day at a farm safety day camp about this, and she said, you know, when we left, I didn't plan on having an accident. That's not something you plan on. It's something that just happens quick.
That's right. If you have wear your seatbelt, try to do everything you possibly can. We have those outcomes that we're so fortunate for.
Right.
So Brandon, thanks for bringing that to our attention, and make sure that you utilize the safety features on those vehicles. And if you have any questions about it, make sure to contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.